Hey guys, welcome back. If any of you guys out there have a sweet tooth like me, you will understand my feelings for peanut butter. I mean, this jar of liquid gold is such an instant gratification when you overcome with sweet cravings or to satisfy that, I don't know what to eat kind of a snack. Perfectly melty, creamy texture and with a barely sweet, peanutty, intense flavors. I tend to have jars of this in different flavors, and depending on what I crave, I dig my spoon in that particular jar. Let me show you some of my favorite flavors, and not all of them are sweet. So let's get cooking. I'm going to show you three variations. The first one is actually made with chocolate, and I just love chocolates. I love sweets. I've got a set of sweet teeth. So the first one is with chocolate. Add in your peanut butter into your food processor. Now this is again homemade peanut butter, which I had shown you earlier. In that goes in roasted almonds. You can use also plain almonds with the skin on. It works perfectly fine. A tiny quantity of salt, some sugar. The sugar brings out the sweetness of the chocolate because I tend to use dark chocolate. But before I put the dark chocolate, I'm going to add in cocoa powder. This is unsweetened cocoa powder. It gives you the rich dark chocolate color to the peanut butter. And then goes in melted dark chocolate. Now I just love dark chocolate, but if you are into say a milk chocolate, you can also use milk chocolate perfectly fine. I just find personally that the dark chocolate have got a much stronger and intense flavor, and also has got less amount of cacao butter, so less fat, more of the good stuff. Then we top it up with the food processor lid and we whisk it together, or rather blitz it together till you get a nice smooth paste. So all the almonds, the peanut butter, the cacao, the chocolate mixes together to find a nice strong kind of a chocolatey peanut butter flavor. Now the sides really stick on to the edges of the sides of the blender. So with the spatula, just make sure you push it all back inside. Add a tiny quantity of oil. Now the oil helps it to whiz well and blitz together to get a very nice smooth kind of a velvety feel to the peanut butter. Put the lid back of the processor and you blitz it again till you find to your desired consistency. Nice and smooth is the way I like it. Now once this is done, this will be transferred into a jar, or you can put into an airtight container, and this should last in your fridge for a week or 10 days very easily. Always try and make small batches because it is so easy to make, and you can keep changing variations. You can add different flavors into it. So the first one was with chocolate. Now if you want to add some spices in this, you are welcome to add some cloves in it, or some nutmeg or cinnamon or green cardamom. Even that works perfectly fine. But just on its own, plain peanut butter with dark chocolate is fantastic. The second variation I'm going to show you is with coconut. The peanut butter again is homemade peanut butter, goes into the food processor. Because this has already been to a blitz form, it is still soft. It is much easier. So I would always say you have a batch of peanut butter ready in your home. You can add various variations to it. Desiccated coconut powder, and then goes in our spice powders. So in this goes in clove powder, cinnamon powder, ginger powder. All the various powders give it a very nice rich flavor to your peanut butter. Also gives a very nice variation to the peanut butter. I also like to put honey. I like to use dark honey. So honey gives it a very nice kind of a smooth feel to your peanut butter. Also because of coconut and the spices, the honey works extremely well. So the honey, and then a tablespoon, or rather a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now vanilla gives it a very nice smooth edge, or the lovely aromas to your peanut butter. Coconut oil. Now again, coconut oil works extremely well. This can go into a great kind of a keto diet. Has got a great flavor to it. And also because you're putting a desiccated coconut, the coconut oil will help it to blitz together quite well. I'm only using half the quantity of coconut right now, which is the desiccated coconut. I will add some furthermore afterwards, but first blitz it together, and as it blitz together, all again the edges begin to stick, and at this stage you add in the desiccated coconut. If you add all together, it does not mix well. So I would like to put it into two different batches. The lid back on the food processor and you blitz again till you get a very nice kind of a smooth, rich, coconut flavored peanut butter. Now because we use desiccated coconut here, the color becomes a lot lighter. If you want, you can also roast your desiccated coconut and add it. It gives a stronger, intense flavor. But again, that's a personal preference. Transfer it off into a jar and that will again stay in for a good week, 10 days. The third one is very interesting. It is my spin on my favorite flavors from the Middle East, which is hummus. So I use chickpeas here. So boiled chickpeas. I use it from the can in the processor. Add some salt, add some black pepper powder. The black pepper powder gives a little kick which you need along with the chickpeas. Smoked paprika powder. You can use cayenne pepper, you can use red chili powder, perfectly fine. Put the lid back and this is now going to be blitzed till the chickpeas become into like a coarse mixture. I'm not adding any peanut butter right now or any oil because I just want the chickpeas to blitz on their own and just become like a coarse mixture. Then goes in the olive oil. You can use vegetable oil, perfectly okay. You can use canola or rapeseed oil, the choice is yours. And this is again going to be blitzed now till you get a nice smooth mixture. Now chickpea will take a little longer to blitz and that's the reason why I don't put the peanut butter in the first stage, because it becomes into very smooth and to very pasty consistency, which I don't really like. Now, once this is done, then I spoon in the peanut butter. Again, this is the homemade peanut butter recipe I have shared with you in the past. You want to use a ready-made one, feel free, you can use it. So peanut butter in along with the paste of chickpeas and olive oil, and this is now again going to be blitzed till the chickpeas and the peanut butter mix together quite well to form a luxurious chickpea flavored peanut butter. A little salt and a little more peanut butter. It's a little bit thick, so I'm going to add a little more peanut butter just to add more flavor to it, and also a little oil because it is quite thick. Now the best way to thin down the liquid is to actually add liquid, and in this case it is always best to use oil. Rub the sides down to loosen the mixture from the edges. Lid back on and a blitz once again till we get it to the right consistency. And there we have it. This is our peanut butter with hummus, almost set. Maybe give it one more try to get the right consistency. Very quick blitz. There we have it. You look at that. It is now almost done and ready. Mix it together and transfer it into a jar. The good thing with the liquid gold is, which is the peanut butter, which I call liquid gold, it is such a nice flavor on its own, but you can actually add variations of your own choice. So I've got the chocolate, I've got the one with coconut, and I've got with hummus. So these are three of my favorites. I would love to know which ones you like to eat, and the best way to enjoy this is with a crisp toast or with some crackers. And as you can see, my favorite is chocolate. I just love chocolate. I love anything with sweets, and on toast it's just like pure magic. So here we have my variations of peanut butter. Do try them at home and leave your comments on the section below. Bon appetit.